Hey there, it's Dawn D'Amico, your trusted realtor, and welcome to Maximize Your Home. Whether you're selling, buying, or just sprucing up your space, I'm here to share the best tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your home. So don't forget to hit that like button, and more importantly, please subscribe to the channel for more tips that'll save you headaches and a few bucks down the road. So let's talk about it, the Zestimate. I can't even count the number of times that people have come to me either super excited or slightly panicking saying, Dawn, Zillow says my house is worth $500,000. Meanwhile, I'm over here thinking, are we sure about that? Zillow is a cool tool for some things, but when it comes to the real value of your home, we need to take their estimate with like a Costco size grain of salt. Think of it as more of a guesstimate than gospel. So here's the deal. Zillow Zestimate is exactly what it sounds like, an estimate. And when I say estimate, I mean a big estimate. Kind of like when your phone gives you driving directions and says it'll take 20 minutes to get there, but you know it's never that simple. Zillow uses things like tax records, recent sales in your neighborhood, and how your house stacks up against the others nearby. Sounds fancy, right? But here's the thing. Zillow's never stepped foot inside of your home. They don't even know about that Pinterest perfect kitchen remodel you just finished, or the cozy backyard you've been perfecting for years. And let's be honest, they also don't know about that slightly leaking roof you've been pretending doesn't exist. They're just playing the numbers game. It's kind of like checking your weather app. It says sunny skies, so you leave your umbrella at home, but then bam, sudden downpour. That's pretty much the Zestimate for you. It's helpful, sure, but definitely not the whole story. If you're one of those people who check your Zestimate like it's the stock market, hey, no shame, I see you. Just remember, it's a starting point and it's not set in stone. When you're ready to get the real value of your home, the kind that comes with actual human insight, that's where I come in. So if you're serious about finding out what your home is really worth, or even if you're just curious and want to chat about it, just reach out to me. I'll give you the real deal, no guessing, and make sure you're totally in the loop before you make any moves. Let's make sure you're on track, and when the time comes, you're not just prepared, you're excited. Reach out and let's get started. Let's get real for a second. Zillow Zestimate might be a good starting point, but there are so many things it doesn't know about your home. So if you're sitting there thinking, but Zillow said my house is worth X amount, just hold on a second. Let me break it down for you. First up, Zillow has no clue about your home's layout. Yeah, I know we all love open floor plans, but if your house is a maze of tiny rooms or bedrooms that are split up in a weird way, Zillow doesn't have the first idea about that. And let's be honest, that can be a huge deal. Buyers might love or hate your layout, and that is going to affect your price. But Zillow, nope, it just sees your square footage and shrugs. Second, let's talk about your yard. You've got that picture-perfect backyard with the fire pit, string lights, and maybe even a cute little garden. Or on the flip side, maybe your yard is less outdoor oasis and more sloping hill of doom, where even the lawn chair feels like a roller coaster ride. Zillow doesn't see any of that. It just knows you have a yard, a corner lot, who knows? Steep incline, no grass at all. Zillow's like, it's all the same to me. And last but definitely not least, Zillow doesn't know a thing about your home's condition. That gorgeous kitchen you just spent a fortune renovating, Zillow has no idea. That brand new roof you just put on, Zillow's still stuck in the past. Meanwhile, that drafty window or squeaky floor you've been ignoring, Zillow is blissfully unaware. Basically, Zillow is like a bad date. It only knows what's on the surface, not what's going on underneath. So what I'm saying is, relying solely on the Zestimate is a bit like trusting your GPS when it tells you there's no traffic ahead and then, surprise, you're stuck. Zillow's great, but it's not magic. You've got to dig deeper. If you're sitting there wondering, well, what does my house actually have going for it? Give me a call. I'll help you figure out the real value, not just what the algorithm thinks. Whether you've got a backyard worth bragging about or a layout that needs some explaining, I'm here to make sure you get all of the facts. So don't leave your home's value to a guess. Reach out and get the full story. What is your home really worth? Now, I know Zillow gave you a number, your neighbor gave you another number, and Aunt Susan is convinced your house is worth $1 million because, well, hers is. But what's the real story? Let's get into it. Here's the thing, Zillow Zestimate, it's cool and all, but it's just scratching the surface. Your home's market value, the one that actually matters when you're selling, is based on much more than just an algorithm. It's like comparing apples to oranges, except in this case, it's more like comparing apples to bananas. Zillow uses things like tax records, recent sales, and a few other stats to give you the estimate, but what is your home's market value? That's where the real magic happens. We're talking about how updated your home is, what are buyers looking for in your area, and how your home stands out, or doesn't, from the competition. Basically, the Zestimate is like reading the movie description. I'm here to give you the full experience. So what really matters when we're figuring out your home's value? First, it's all about how your home stacks up against the others in your area. Does your home have that wow factor? Things like curb appeal, overall condition, and even the flow of the layout can make a huge difference when it comes to standing out from the crowd. Then there's the updates. Have you done anything major like kitchen renovations or adding that dreamy walk-in closet everyone's obsessed with on HGTV? Buyers love that stuff, but if your home is still sporting those pastel pink tile bathrooms from the 60s, well, that might not get you the same excitement. Those little or big updates can really shift how much someone is willing to pay for your home. Next up, we have current market conditions. Are buyers in your area scrambling to snatch up homes left and right, or are they being more cautious and taking their time? Sometimes homes are flying off the shelves like the latest iPhone, and other times buyers are picky with every little detail. Knowing what's going on in the market right now is crucial because it directly impacts how much your home could sell for and how fast. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, Dawn, but what's my home really worth? Let's chat. I'll walk you through the entire process, no guesswork involved, and make sure you've got a clear picture of what your home could sell for. Whether you're thinking of selling or just curious, reach out to me and let's figure it out together. Don't leave your home's value to chance. Get the real deal, and let's make sure you're ready to take the next step with confidence. Thanks for spending time with me here on Maximize Your Home. From uncovering the truth behind Zillow Zestimate to digging deeper into what really affects your home's value, and finally making sure you're not relying on just an algorithm to make a big decision. These insights will help you confidently navigate the home selling process. And if you find this helpful, don't be shy. Hit that like button and please subscribe for more tips on maximizing the value of your home. And as always, if you've got any questions or you just want to chat more about your home's worth, drop them in the comments and let's maximize your home together.